Hello, welcome to Introduction to Databases and SQL. In this session, we are going to understand group by statement, having, and order by statements. In fact, we have understood about order by. Now let's understand along with the group by and having statements. Let's begin. So as part of the query command select, we can actually use group by, having, order by, etc. So in the select command, we have started with a where. After where, we can actually group something. After grouping something, we can actually ask for one more condition using having. And then finally, we can actually have order by. A full-fledged SQL query can be written with the combination of where, group by, having, order by, etc. Let's understand these things. So firstly, what is group by? The group by statements groups rows or records. So in a table, you have a number of rows or records, right? This group by will group them based on the values that have the same values into summary rows. So that means, for example, find the number of employees in each city. For example, in the employee table, which we have seen later, earlier, we have actually Hyderabad, Bangalore, New Delhi, Mumbai, right? So find the number of employees in this particular city. So then what I need to do, I have to group this particular city. And then I have to find the number of employees by using count actually, right? So based on the values which you have in the rows or the records, if there are same values, we can group them actually. Okay. So find the number of employees in the each city. Otherwise, I have old database. There I can actually group based on the country. So we will see those examples, right? So in that scenario, we are going to use this group by. Whenever some data in the rows can be grouped, now we can group it. And on top of it, we can actually have certain conditions also applied. So in order to do that conditions, we can actually make use of having. So before I come to the having, so mostly when you are using group by statement, we'll use the aggregate functions, which you have learned in the last session. Count, max, min, sum, and average, right? So we can make use of these aggregate functions because we are grouping it, right? So when you group it, you can always have these aggregate functions working, right? So the syntax is going to be like this. So select column names, whatever the column names what you want to select. From a table name, you can actually have a condition, where condition, group by column names. We can actually group by not just one column, we can actually group by any number of columns as well, if they are having the same values. And then we can also have order by coming up. And so when we are doing group by, the having clause also can be added. So whenever you are grouping, so when you group it, you can actually make use of aggregate functions only, right? And the where class cannot be applicable to the aggregate functions. So that time, what you can do is you can actually make use of the having. Okay, the having clause was helpful or added to SQL because where keyword cannot be used with aggregate function. Okay, so then we have to use this having. So group by and having will be used in conjunction, right? The syntax will be like this. Select column names from table, where condition, group by column names, having condition. So this condition usually will be based on the aggregate functions. Then we can actually have this order by also coming up. Okay, so that's about group by and having, and order by is always will be there. So now, apart from that, so what I want to tell in this session is, so how do we have MySQL comments? So single line comment will be like 2 hyphens, and multi-line comment is just like forward slash followed by star, and you can write multiple lines and then star followed by forward slash. These are the MySQL comments. Okay, now let's understand this group by. and having with the database instance that we have in our table actually. Okay, so now we have a table employee. Now what all we can group actually? See, cities I can group because I have Bangalore 3 times, Hyderabad twice, Mumbai twice, and New Delhi twice. So can I group actually pays? So 56,000 was there, that was only available, and 75,000 is also there. That also I can group, and 78 is also there. I can also group that. And if at all you want to make another group, now let me actually make the salary of the employee ID 152, some 85,000. Yeah, or 86,000, I can make 85 or something like that. So let me update 1 or 2 rows actually here. So how to write update? Update employee set pay equal to 86,000. Pay equals 86,000, where uh, where employee equal to 211. So that I will actually have one more group formed. So 86,000 group is also there. Right? In the same fashion, I want to set pay equal to 66. I want to pay equal to 66,000, where employee ID equal to 150. Okay. So now let me select star from employee. Now you can actually see 78, 56, 86, 75, 86, 56, 66 actually. So I can actually make certain groups actually. Right. So if at all I want to group by, I have to do like this. So let me write one group by statement actually. So what I want to do is, I would like to find the employees in each city, group by city. So how many employees are there in Hyderabad? How many employees are there in Bangalore? How many employees are there in Mumbai? And how many employees are there in Delhi actually? So I want to do like this. So how do I do? So select. So what you want? Employee ID and employee name. Okay, comma city from employee. Okay, uh, group by group by. Okay, you can actually individual items you cannot say. When you group it, see, I can know the number of employees, not their values actually. So now what I do is, so for that, in order to write the group, I can actually write some aggregate functions only. I cannot actually have employee in employee name. I can have city because I will group by city. The city name can be there. So now I want to find the number of employees in the each city. So select count of city, count of employee IDs. Employee IDs I am counting as number of employees. Number of employees. I'm counting the number of employees. Select count of employee ID as a number of employees, comma city. Each city, how many employees there? From employee. Okay, where employee. Now group by, I'm directly saying group by. I'm not using where actually here. Don't have a condition. Group by city. Group by city. That's it. So I'm just saying group by city. Now let's see actually here. Select count of employee ID. So New Delhi, there are 2 employees. In Mumbai, there are 2 employees. In Bangalore, there are 3 employees. In Hyderabad, there are 3 employees. Right? And what I'm printing, number of employees and city, group by city. Okay. Then I can actually say number of employees. So yeah, so this is the syntax, right? Select from table name, where condition I am not using, group by column names, I am grouping it, order by column names also. So now I can actually add some order by also over here. Okay, so now what I do here is, this is one query, right? Okay, so now let me say system CLS. Yeah, so this is the data and this is my query. Group by city. Now what I do, order by. Okay, so what order by actually? So I want order by the count actually, order by count. So I want highest first actually. So now what I do, order by count of employee ID descending. Now you can actually see. So group by city, order by count of employee ID descending. So highest number of employees, Bangalore and Hyderabad, right? And then I will have New Delhi and Mumbai actually. Okay. So what I can also do is, I can, when I'm saying order by, so I can actually say order by employee ID descending, comma, then employee count of employee ID descending and city ascending. This is also possible actually. Otherwise, I can actually make this one descending, this one ascending, this one descending. Now let's observe actually the output. What I'm saying, employee ID ascending and city descending. See, now for Hyderabad and Bangalore, there are three only. But what I said, city descending. City descending means, so Hyderabad in alphabetical order, Hyderabad coming first. If I say city ascending, Bangalore will come first. Now let's see. The same thing, Bangalore is coming first actually. So order by column names I can use actually. So whenever you have the equal actually. So Bangalore and Hyderabad, 3, right? So now city ascending means in the ascending order. Same is the case with Mumbai and New Delhi also. From Mumbai, M come first and later N actually. If I say descending, what happens? So the order will be, so I will be having New Delhi first. I will be having New Delhi first, then Mumbai, then Hyderabad, and then Bangalore actually. Right? So like that, we can actually make up our query little bigger. Okay. And here one more I can actually add is select count of employee ID as number of employees, city from EMP, group by city, right? Now I can actually add having also. Group by city, having. Okay. So count of employee ID greater than or equal to 3. I want, when you are grouping, I want the count of employee ID greater than or equal to 3. I don't want any count which is less than 3. Right? Now you can actually see only Hyderabad and Bangalore. Right? So this query you can see select count of employee ID as number of employees, city from employee group by city, having a condition actually, having a condition. What is the condition? I want at least the number of IDs greater than or equal to 3. Order by count employee ID ascending and city descending. So Hyderabad should come first actually. Right? So this is how we can actually make up group by, having, and order by, etc. So this is the fuller query actually. So here what I'm missing is where class I'm missing. Right? Where I'm missing actually. Okay, so let me add up where also here. So how I can add where to this? So select count of employee ID as number of employees, city from employee where, what I can do here, where I have to write condition. I can actually have condition saying that where employee where city in, I can actually say here city names like Hyderabad. I want city to be in Hyderabad, comma, Bangalore, okay, city in Hyderabad or Bangalore. Group by city having count greater than this one actually. Yeah, I am getting the same result because I said actually Bangalore and Hyderabad only. Now, if I say here even my count actually greater than or equal to 2, greater than or equal to 2, now I am going to get only Hyderabad and Bangalore only because I am not going to get New Delhi and Mumbai even though I have 2 employees. The reason is I said here where city in Hyderabad and Bangalore only. So now if I would like to add Mumbai here, I will get now Mumbai also. I will get now in Mumbai also. Right now, let's see here. So now you can get Mumbai, Hyderabad, and Bangalore. So this is a full-fledged query. Right? Select count of employee ID as number of employees, city from employee, where city in either Hyderabad or Bangalore, Mumbai, group by city, having count of employees greater than or equal to 2, order by count of employee ID, ascending and city descending actually. So now if at all you want to add New Delhi also, I can actually add New Delhi over here. So that means all cities I am considering. Okay, now you can actually see New Delhi also, and it is actually coming in the ascending order. Order by country, other count ascending actually. So if I say count descending, then I will be having count DESC and city ascending actually. I will make city ascending. So now what happens? I will be getting the first actually descending means I will get city ascending, right? So I will get Bangalore first, then Hyderabad, then New Delhi, and then Mumbai. MN, so Mumbai and New Delhi. So let me now tell actually. Yeah, so Bangalore first because city ascending, right? Bangalore first and count descending. Then Hyderabad, then Mumbai comes first, and then New Delhi. So here I have used everything actually. So what all I have used? So I have used select with where, then group by, then having, then order by. Right? So this is how we can actually make up queries with group by and having. So let me actually write one more query here. So not this one. So let's actually go ahead and write by observing the instance here. Now, if you observe here, I have the pay band, right? So now what I do, select uh, select count of employees, count of employee ID. Okay, as per pay band actually, count of employee ID from EMP group by pay. Now pay will get grouped actually. Now count of employee ID 2222. So everything is 2 actually. So let me print the pay also. So not only just the count of employee ID, I will also write pay. Pay also can be. I'm grouping on based on the pay only, right? So number of employee IDs and the pay actually. So 78 2 people are there, 56 2 people are there, 86 2 people are there, 75 2 people are there, and 66,000 2 people are there. Right? This is where I can actually group also. Okay, so like that we can actually make use of this group by and having. So now let me actually show you by going to use world actually. So let me actually go to world database changed. So right, select database. If you remember, we have the world database, right? And show tables. So we have tables over here, city, country, and country language. So now let me actually select from the city, select star from city, limit 20. So now you can actually see 20 cities are coming up. You have name, country code, district, and population, right? And these are IDs actually, right? And this is the country code. So for example, select star from city, where country code is actually country code. So country code is written like this: country code equal to IND. So if I say IND, this is India, limit 20. So now I have all the cities actually. Right, 20 rows are coming up because I have limited to 20. Now, if I am not saying limit, so then actually it is going to give me 341 rows actually. Right. So now what I want to do is, I want to group by country code actually. So select star from city. So first of all, let me say select star from city. So now I will have so many cities actually in this particular city table. So many cities are coming up. Let me actually show you how many cities. Yeah, so 4079 cities are there. Okay, so instead of knowing by writing like this, we can actually would have done like this, right? So select count star, would have done like this: select count star from city. Then we will be getting how many rows? 4079. Now I want to get number of cities group by country code actually. So now I can do like this: select. Okay, so first let me actually, how many country codes are there? Let me see. Select distinct country code from city. Now I would like to see how many cities. 232 cities are there actually. Sorry, 232 countries are there. Right now I want to find out the cities actually. So in each country, group by country. So select count of city, select count of cities, comma, country code. Okay, so before I write, let me actually describe this city so that I can understand. ID, name. So this is the name. Name in city, country code, district, population, right? So now I want to find out the cities actually. So count of cities. So the count of cities is nothing but name actually. Okay, select count of name, that is the city name, comma, country code. This is the country code from, select count of name, country code from city. Group by. Now I want to group it. Group by country code. Now what is going to happen? So in each city, total there are 4079 records are there, right? Now what I'm doing, I'm grouping by country code. So now each country, how many cities are there, that is going to come actually. Now for example, so these are 232 rows actually. Okay, so now what I do, order by um, order by count of name. Okay, count of name descending. Count of name descending. So I will be seeing now the first country with the highest cities actually. Now if I go here, so what I do, I can actually limit this to 10. So now I am going to see the top 10 countries with most cities. So now China has 360, India has 341 actually, USA has 274 cities, Brazil has 250, Japan has 240, Russia has 189, Mexico has 173, Philippines has 136, and yeah, so I think Denmark or something, Indonesia has 85 actually, right? So what I'm doing, I'm actually grouping by country code actually, group by country code. So what I'm getting, the count of all the cities corresponding to each country, right? Group by country code, order by count descending. So that means number of cities highest, that will come first. Actually, I'm limiting to 20 or 10. So if I limit to 15, the top 15 is going to come actually. So top 15 is visible. So we can actually make it top 15. Right. So now what actually I can do is, now I can actually have having also. Group by, what I'm doing, country code. Now I can actually say having. What having I do? Having count of this particular name at least greater than 100. Greater than 100. And I'm saying no limit actually, because that will be less only, right? Yeah. Now greater than 100 means the count, whatever it is, it should be greater than 100 means I'm getting only 8 rows. Only 8 rows. So select count name, country code from city, group by, and having count greater than 100. So if I say count greater than 50, then I will have many things actually. So then I will limit to some 15. Limit 15. Now I will have these many countries actually. Even Turkey is also there, which has 62 cities actually. Right. So like this, I can make it group by and having. And of course, I can actually make where clause also. What I do is select count of name, country code from city, where, yeah, I can actually write. What I do is where I want country code. So I want the country code having a character I in it. Having a character I in it. So only those countries I want to group by those country codes which have I in it. Okay, now let's see. So now I have India, Indonesia, Iran, and some Italy. Right? So now I have select query with the where class, group by, having, order by, and I have a limit also. Right? So now what I do, I will actually make my country count actually little bit less actually. So at least count equal to 10 cities. Then I will get, I am getting actually this time Iraq as well as Israel coming up actually. Right. So yeah. So now for example, I can actually make up with countries which has N inside actually, N. So now you will have this China, India, Japan, IDN, Iran, and this thing. So for example, I have the character D inside. So let's see how many characters you will get if it has D. Now I will get India, DU. I don't know what is DU and Indonesia actually. Right. So this is how we can actually make up the group by, having, order by, etc. and etc. Okay. So not only just this particular city, we can actually make use of the country table and languages table as well. Okay. So this is about group by and having, order by, etc. And whenever you're using, you will be mostly using these aggregate functions like count, max, etc. I think you have understood this group by and having. In the next session, we are going to discuss about the integrity constraints. So with this, we have understood how we are making queries actually using select, right? Select with where class, select with where and operators, select with where and aggregate functions, select with group by, having, etc. So now let's go and understand little deeper of this SQL with MySQL and how to specify the constraints actually. So we have primary key constraints, foreign key constraints, and we have default, not null, check, etc. are there. So that will actually give much information about the structure. And based on that, we can actually do many other things like joins, etc. Okay, so that will be the next session. I hope this session you have already, this session you have understood properly, and see you in the next session. Thank you.